All right. I don't know if I'm audible. Um, okay. Seems like it's working. Seems like it's working. Welcome to another stream, and it's another great game on the books here. We have Toronto playing Calgary. I feel like this is my second Calgary game in a row, which is going to be interesting because I do have some familiarity with Calgary now, so I'll be able to do a better job and uh, do some justice this time to the Wild supporters. I'm doing this mainly because I am gonna be out on Saturday. I really wanted to do the Roses game since I'm a big Roses supporter, but unfortunately, I will be out for that game. I just give me 1 second. I'm just gonna check if my feed is working well. Uh, uh, just give me 1 second as I'm checking through my feed and making sure things are going fine. Okay, so seems like it is. I can see the screens here. Let's see. I think the chat is also on. I'm not sure if I can see the chat. Uh, yes, thank you, Yam. That was a very, very satisfying win. It was 3-0. Yeah, I mean that was. I did not expect it to be that dominant. I do want to talk about it at some point, though I don't want to scare away the Calgary Wild and AFC Toronto fans, especially the Toronto fans, because I know they have. I mean, we don't get along. Let's just be honest. But yeah, very very happy about it. I think before we get into the game and before at some point I go on my Roses rant, I hope Yam. I think this is. I wanted to take your feedback from last time and incorporate it and put this on the screen. This is the starting lineups. It's confirmed. So from today, I think what I'm gonna do is kind of go through this on screen full time, and maybe even update it live so that people can see what it looks like. I hope again I'm audible, and so hopefully this is going to be a lot more fun visually for everyone so that I can talk to it and we can all kind of share uh, um, the view of that. Okay, so two big changes. I appreciate it. Yeah. No, I think this hopefully will be more fun for everyone involved rather than just looking at me, which let's be honest, not this is not too much fun. Um, but yeah, I think the biggest change that happened was in Toronto. I think Toronto has two major changes in defense. Ashley Katzrow and Croy Soto come in for Hansen and Adenberg, which I thought was very interesting. Kind of needed, but I don't think it was needed for those two. I really thought that the biggest challenge that Toronto has had till this point has been the gap between their back three and the midfield four, and really not being able to close that gap. Emma Regan, their captain, I thought could have done a lot better in both games, kind of trying to close that gap. So I'm surprised that they changed both Hansen and Adenberg in defense. So we'll be watching how these two will do. And the other big change, that's right, yeah, the other huge change is Kaylee Hunter. I was super impressed by Hunter both games. I remember thinking the first game when they were playing the Roses that, man, Hunter's a threat. She came in subbed on that game, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be it can be a problem for us. And then this last game as well, she came in towards the end and then ended up getting a really good goal. I thought that was a really good run on her part. She got a good through ball, but like the finish that she had going around the keeper and all of that. So great work by Hunter. And I think there was someone on the Reddit thread who was saying that why isn't Hunter starting? This is it. Yeah, at 17, that's right. At 17, to be able to uh, show such tenacity, that's right. And also, I thought her runs were so um, very, very observant. She was very smart in the way she was making her runs across the back line, which is very refreshing to see for a 17-year-old. So very happy to see Hunter in. I am so excited to see what she does with a full, maybe hopefully a 80 or 90-minute game even. We'll see. Calgary has started the same lineup. It hasn't changed from last game. Uh, that yeah, exactly. Special, really good awareness in the box by Hunter for sure. Yeah, so Calgary, I think the only change that of note to be mentioned on Calgary side was Sonia O'Neill and Tegan Stewart, another young prospect. Tegan Stewart, very very talented on her in her own right. I was surprised last game that Stewart started in place of O'Neill after the first game, where Sonia O'Neill started in that single pivot role, which is very critical for Calgary, to be honest, because Sonia O'Neill kind of plays the foil for Doherty, Howard, and Savitsky to kind of move up. So I was very surprised to see Stewart come in. Uh, she did okay. I thought she could have done a lot better, but let's see. She's going to get another game, and we'll find out. But otherwise, it's the same lineup. They're just going through the lineups here. I think as you might also see, as I said, yeah, Katsuro and Soto. I think those are the two, and Hunter up top that we need to keep our eyes on and see how it goes. But this is going to be exciting. I think the biggest storyline I'm following really is Toronto being able to come back. They've not got a win, considering how highly touted they were. It's gotta hurt. It's gotta hurt if you're a Toronto fan to see that you didn't get off to a good start. I don't think it was because of their offense per se, though we can talk a little bit about it. But really, it has to come down to their defense. It's been a poor start. As I said, it's been mainly because of the gap that they've gotten a lot between their defense and midfield. They really need to plug that. Most of the goals, like last week, I was watching the goal that Min Ali scored for Ottawa against Toronto, and it was terrible. Terrible. I mean, it was terrible marking on the part of Emma Regan in midfield and leaving so much space open between that midfield line and the defense line that Min Ali had so much space to run into. It really needs to be fixed. So I think that's where Toronto can change things up. Their offense is not bad at all. They've been creating chances. Uh, with Hunter coming in, starting the game, I think it's going to get even better. So I am not worried about the offense. But really, yeah, I think uh, they need to plug that defense. Yeah, yeah, I think that's true though. Yeah, it is too offense focused. That said, I guess at some point Malnovich might know what he's trying to do with that three back. So I don't know why. Um, I mean, it should work. Like they are going with a four midfield with Barnett and Katemba on the outsides who can spread out and really have legs to come back and forth. Barnett has a lot of legs on her to come back and forth. So it's possible, but yeah, they're not executing it. So if you don't execute it, it starts to look a little silly. And then maybe that's what you're seeing too, Yam, which is it's too offensive and it is looking that way because uh, there's yeah, they're not executing it correctly. So we'll see. Um, but otherwise, I think yeah, that's the biggest storyline I want to see. Can they turn it around? Can they do a better job in defense? Because if they can't, Calgary has some good talent. They showed a lot last game. I watched that game. I actually did a live stream last game for Calgary, and I would say the score line. I kind of mentioned that in Reddit as well. The score line of Calgary last week really flattered them. I mean, hey, Calgary fans, don't jump at me, but I'm being honest. The 3 of the 4 goals that Calgary scored were um, set pieces, and more all credit to them for converting it. But they need to uh, be a little better on open play. They haven't created a lot in open play. Even with the Rise game the first week, they were pretty average in open play. So I am looking forward to Calgary doing better. They have good talent. Jordy Howard's been literally driving the whole game for the Wild. Uh, so there is potential, and with this Toronto defense, they could do some damage. So yeah, we'll see. Uh, yeah, the players are burning through their stamina. Yeah, I mean, I worry for Barnett and yeah, especially Barnett. Katembo, they keep subbing her. Both games she got subbed, but Barnett's been playing entire games. She's every time I've seen her, she's been a workhorse going back and forth. So I worry for her in the sense that she might, kind of get burnt out or even pick up an injury, which is the last thing you want from a good player like Barnett. She's also the set piece taker for Toronto. So we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be interesting how it turns out. But for the meantime, I think we're done with the um, national anthems. Oh, yeah, and then we're just waiting for, I guess, national anthem. There's only one national anthem in this case. I'm just trying to pull up my um, tactical board here. Okay, it looks good. Let's see. All right, we're about to start. We're off to go. But yeah, I mean, the other big game this weekend is Roses. I will be at the stadium. I'm so excited to be there. Can't wait. Can't wait. That's gonna be huge. It's sold out. That's what I read. I think someone else said that as well. It's gonna be amazing. Um, all right, so we are off. We are off at York Lions Stadium. Um, the Wild are going to the right of my screen here, left to right, and and Toronto is going the other way. So yep. So let's see. Let's see. These are the two storylines: Toronto defense and Calgary being able to create something in open play. Those are the two main things I'm going to be looking forward to. Um, all right, Calgary starts from defense. We have Moore playing out to Stordy here. Uh, I do like how Calgary play in general. Like they do use the full width of the field quite a bit. Ooh, it's a bit risky play there by Calgary at the back, but didn't really go anywhere. But yeah, I do like how Calgary play. They do spread out the field quite a bit on both sides. Green on one side and Stordy on the other. Really are good fullbacks. They seem very very sturdy there. Um, Yeah, I'm keeping an eye out for Kaylee Hunter. I am so excited for Kaylee Hunter. At that age, I was watching her press conference yesterday. It was really adorable because if you watch the press conference, if someone hasn't watched it, please go watch it at some point. it's amazing. Let me make sure. Okay, yeah. I was just making sure that I didn't miss an action there of Toronto going up, but um, it's it's just being played in the midfield right now. So yeah, that press conference, it shows her age in some ways because it starts out with her pretty much couldn't resist smiling. She would just like keep smiling and giggling. Whereas Colby Barnett next to her was just like looking at her like she found it amusing too, and the coach as well. And then it took her a solid maybe 3 or 4 minutes into the press conference to kind of compose herself and focus on the questions, which is so adorable, and it shows the age that she's at. But at the same time, when she's on the field, it's amazing how good she is. Uh, all right, so we have a free kick for Toronto from around the 40-yard box. The ball goes in as headed up, but it's safely, well, not so safely, out for a corner, I think. No, it's a free. It's a goal kick. Um, so yeah, it was very funny to watch. But I was just, I was very excited for her. It obviously looked like she was going to start, since she made it to the press conference, um, and she did. So very very special day for Kaylee Hunter. Let me also get my screens up here. Okay, yeah. So Kaylee Hunter is going to play alongside Okoronkwo and Small. Okoronkwo and Small have been pretty solid overall, so I am not surprised by that. But I am looking, keeping an eye out for Ashuri. I was not impressed by Ashuri at all in both games. I was very surprised that she wasn't subbed out last game. Her touches have been very heavy. Um, Again, obviously I'm being a little too critical, but at that level, she could do a lot better. Calgary had a decent chance, but again, these are the chances that are being created right now. They're very raw. I'd say it's not still. There's no fluidity in both teams yet. So I am looking forward to seeing some more fluid possession from either one of the sides. Okay, Pickett gets the ball, plays it out to uh, oh no, that's not Katembo. Katembo I think is out today. Yeah, Katembo's out today. I think it was Small. Okay, you got Hunter. Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, the it is a little slippery. It's gonna be pretty tricky. The ball's gonna skid quite much faster than you would think. So it's going to be interesting how these players can deal um with the ball. So um they have been they have been looking good. Toronto, it's with Small right now. Uh, but yeah, I think that's probably it. The initial few minutes have been a little bit haphazard on both sides, probably because they're just still judging this bounce and the skid that happens when it's rainy. And yeah, we'll see how it pans out. All right, we have Barnett obviously on the ball. She has been the free kick taker for Toronto. Um, she's been good. I was watching the last game. She had some good free kicks. So let's see what Barnett can do. She's gonna put the ball into the box from the right hand side onto Wild player, and then it's get cleared away. Still at the top of Wild's box, but that's a good ball by Wild to Johnson. Kali Johnson brings the ball up to, I think that's Griffith tries to press that into the Toronto box, but that's not a bad defense. Pickett, yeah, Pickett does a really good job of coming back, which I think is what Toronto need. That's where Toronto was struggling. Pickett or Reagan have to do a much better job of continuing to draw back and give that three-person defense of Toronto a lot more solidity. So it'll be interesting how Pickett and Reagan play. Very crucial because Stewart, I as far as I can see, Stewart is a little bit more attacking mid. She's not like Sonia O'Neill, who was playing the pivot. She's the opposite of that. She goes up. So if Stewart's playing, it has to come down to Pickett and Regan to come back. So we'll see. Once again, Toronto has the ball, which is good. They need some time on that ball. It's being played on that trio of defenders, Castro and Soto. Castro and Soto will take some time to get settled as well as the first game of the NSL. Still with Castro. She plays out to Barnett. Oof, Barnett, good ball in, but cleared away. I'm very impressed by Barnett. I think I was saying that earlier as well, but she has been very hardworking, very she's got an engine on her. Calgary's kind of starting out sitting back a little bit. They aren't really attacking a lot. They're kind of playing a little bit of a 4-2-3-1 actually when they don't have the ball. Katembo gets the ball, a long ball. Oh, she's got free in the box. She cuts it in. Oh, no one there to finish it though. And that's actually offside. So I think the other thing with Katembo, oh sorry, other thing with Okoronkwo, it's like we just saw that like the ball got put in, long ball got put in, and Okoronkwo can make that run. She is very aggressive. So I think what she needs to do a lot more is maybe drop a little bit more and then get the ball either on the right or left wing and make that run. She is very good at that. She has more aggression and very physical too. So right now they're playing her more as a 9, which is fine. I mean, she's tall. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, and that'll give her more opportunities to take those shots as well. So I'd like to see a lot more from Okoronkwo than just you know, maybe play as a point person in the middle. Because I think she can do a lot. She has the talent to do a lot more. I saw a few of that last game where when she decides to take on and like go and maybe make a run into the box and take a shot, she has a good shot on her. She just needs to do that more. All right. On to Manor, and they're playing it. And they're just building from the back. I'm watching. I'm watching Reagan very closely. I do think Reagan probably must have been told to do this, but she is dropping a lot deeper. Uh, so maybe that's where the changes. Oh, great ball from the outside back to Reagan, and she's carrying the ball, but not too far. I think it's going to be an interesting midfield battle this time. Maggie Doherty Howard and Victoria Pickett, two of the more um, experienced midfielders in the league, in the whole league, I would say. They're going to face off each other. Doherty Howard is a lot more attacking, whereas Pickett probably will play a little bit defensive. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. Small made a really good run into the box there on the right hand side, but yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that Abdu goal last week. Uh don't think that I'm biased, even though I am. That Abdu goal for the Roses was a chef's kiss. So poetic. It's so sublime. It made, I think, I saw one of the posts. It made even the top 3 in across the leagues for the for the women's game, like as the number 3 goal or something. Oh, just beautiful. Just beautiful. Johnson taking on Soto, but didn't couldn't really get past her. The game's pretty much going on the right hand side on both sides. Well, I guess on the far side of the field. So right hand side for Toronto and left hand side for Calgary. It's basically Small doing all the work. Um, Small doing all the work, and on the other side, Callie Johnson. Yeah, no credit needs to be given. Yeah, she's. Hey, I'm not complaining. She's as long as she's on roses. I am. Hey, if I get started on roses, we might actually get completely sidetracked here. Might not even talk about this game. But yeah. Oh my God, that game was just crazy. I'm so in love with our defense. I'm very very excited for our midfield as well. So, anyways, that's for another stream. I'll probably stream from the stadium this week. Yeah, yeah, yes. At halftime, though I don't know how I can wait until that. It's too tempting. Anyways, Pickett just steals the ball from midfield, makes a pretty strong run, but gets fouled. That should be that seems like a foul. Yellow card? Nah, don't think she'll get a yellow card this early, but that's definitely a first. Yeah, that looks like a foul, but I like Sturdy. Sturdy is very sturdy, for the lack of a better word. She's very brave. Sometimes she makes a lot of long runs, so very very um, um, impressed by her. Even last game, I think that's Calgary's strength. The defense is pretty good. They do need to create a lot more in open play, as I mentioned earlier. So we'll see. Anyways, I think we are back to. I think it's Pickett. Or no. All right, they play out to Barnett on the left hand side. As you would think, she plays it in. Oh, Nikhila Small makes a late run into the box. I like that. I like the hustle there. That's good. They need more of that. They need more of that. Yeah, overall, I think the first 15 minutes, I'm seeing better work from Toronto defensively. Haven't seen a lot offensively yet. They have been getting a few set pieces, which is good. They haven't really done anything with it, but defensively they're much more sturdy overall. Calgary, I want to see a lot more on their offense. They haven't really gotten into any. I mean, that's the same as last game, I think. Oof. And as I say that, it's a good cross through ball, but good work for Manor to come out. She came out all the way outside the box. So I do like how some of the keepers in the league are doing a good job with being a sweeper keeper. Uh, Karpenko in the first game, I remember, and now I'm seeing a few good good runs by Manor as well. All right, Calgary's trying to settle in with the possession a little bit here, playing out from the back. Let's see how much they can do that. They're playing through Savitsky and Megan Doherty Howard. Savitsky is playing that single pivot and letting Doherty Howard push up a little bit more to the top to give Stewart a little bit more support. Yeah, they're pretty much playing 4-1-2-3 instead of 4-3-3. But they're doing relatively better now keeping the ball, but still they're doing it all on the left hand side. But again, Johnson gets the ball in the box, cuts it back to Moore. Oh, great shot by Moore. I think it was Moore. Moore. Oh no, it was Griffith actually. Sorry. Um, yeah, it makes sense because Griffith does drop back a little bit because it was like outside the box. I thought it was maybe Moore making a run from defense, but good shot by Griffith. Um, but I think that was a pretty savable, uh, pretty savable for Manor. Meanwhile, Toronto comes onto the other side again through Small. This is probably the nth time that Small is making the inroads. It's all coming from the right hand side of Toronto, which is interesting to see. Turns it over to Calgary. Through ball to Johnson in the box, 1-on-1. Takes a shot, but not good. Not gonna test Manor from there. The angle was tough on the left hand side. Sweeper goal, yes. It's okay. So I have a thing with sweeper goalies. I love them. So I'm a Barcelona fan on the men's side, and also actually the women's team is just as amazing, by the way. But I've been a Barcelona fan for a long, long time, and I've I've been used to having sweeper keepers in Barcelona and like doing it well. And so, oh, great ball to Johnson. Oh, that's offside though. Yeah, she was probably like 100 yards offside. So, um, but not a bad ball through though. I like that she's putting her head up, and I think it was Griffith again, but she was way offside. Yeah, so speaking of sweeper keepers, Barcelona, so there used to be a lot of sweeper keepers way back and even now. So I've always been used to sweeper keepers, but I'm also I've had trauma from sweeper keepers getting it wrong. Like Ter Stegen has been good, like even before that, Claudio Bravo and keepers like that, Guardiola era keepers. And when you get it right, it's beautiful to see. It's amazing. But it's when you abandon the goal like that, it yeah, as a fan, man, I can't. It's like playing with your heart, fan's heart. I can't take it too much. But yeah, so I do like to see that one, especially Karpenko. I remember the first week I was watching the Roses, and Karpenko was so good as a sweeper. But every time she would do that, I'm like, man, if she gets one of those wrong, we're gonna be in trouble. I guess I gotta be optimistic a little bit. Don't listen to me, Roses. Do your thing. You're good. Um. Okay, so back to the game here. Yeah, too much trauma. Um. All right, so we we got Calgary playing. Calgary's pretty much on in Toronto's half at this point. I like that they're settling in a little bit. They need that time. They should take a little bit of time. Ali Green's on the ball. He's playing into. Oh, come on! I think that's Sawicki who lost the ball to Toronto in midfield, but didn't have to pay for it. Oh, long ball from falls to Griffith. Played to Johnson. Oh, play it to Johnson. Was she offside? Oh my God! Griffith had a ball at the top of the 6 yard, not the 6 yard box, the 12 yard box. But she had Johnson wide open. I know. I would love to see a replay of that. But anyways, I think most of the attack has been for Calgary has been coming through Johnson, which has been something because the I think for both teams it must be frustrating for the coaches to see that both teams are creating chances from just one side. Toronto is doing it from the right through Nicola Small, and Calgary is doing it through their left, which is basically the same side of the field, through Johnson. Both are good players, but it's a defensive problem that both teams need to sort out. I wonder if it's because of um, if it's because so on Johnson's side, Savitsky is playing very inside, like internal. She's often coming into the and just in front of the defense. She's playing that middle pivot, which basically exposes Ali Green and Kali Johnson to small to the run that Small makes. I mean, Ali Green is basically one on one with Nicola Small. But at the same time, on Toronto's side, because they're playing three in defense, once Nikhila Small goes up, um, it becomes hard to get any kind of support for Croy Soto, which gives Johnson a free run. So that's probably why both teams are creating a lot of chances on the far side. And as I say that, once again, Johnson has the ball. She plays it in this time. Jordy Howard through the right to oof, man, small came about went from the right hand side of the field to the left hand side to all the way to make a tackle on Griffith. She's all over the place. She is very mobile. Like last game, also you see her everywhere. Based on the map, I think she or the you know the on the pitch map, it says that she's probably on the right hand side of the field, which she is for the most part. But I see her all over the place. She's making a lot of runs across the field as well. As long as that's what the coach wants, I mean that's a lot of hustle. Good for her. So we'll see what that translates to. Again, small in midfield this time. Oh, Pickett turns it over to Jordy Howard on the right hand side corner of Toronto. Jordy comes in, oh, good ball in, but nobody there to actually turn it in for Wild. But that turns into a Toronto transition. Hunter has the ball. She is running with it. Oh, but then not a good pass for Ashuri on the right hand side. Hunter should do a lot better there. But again, I forget that she's 17 years old. So I don't know what I was doing when I was 17 years old. I don't want to think about it. So who am I to tell her what to do? Okay, so she is dropping back a lot more, Hunter, which is good. But once again, the ball is back with Calgary in the midfield with Michaela Moore playing it up to Jordy. We'll see how this pans out in the next about 20 minutes we have in the half. I think the major thing I still am looking for is Calgary making some chances from open play. I think till this point, what I've seen is using Collie Johnson has been good. And once again, she's on the ball. Once again, she's making the run. But once again, that last pass has been their challenge. Ooh, it was a long shot from, I don't think it was it Roltema or, oh, Doherty Howard. Anyways, yeah, that last pass is what Calgary is missing. They've been struggling with that. Like even though it's Johnson is not able to make that last one. Oh, good ball to Okoronkwo. She's one-on-one with the keeper, and that's a goal. Great through ball. I think it was. Oh man, I think it was Small or might have been Barnett. Could have been Barnett. Good through ball. I didn't catch who it was who played that ball through Okoronkwo, but she right in her path. She's so fast that two defenders are on her. Nobody can catch her. One-on-one with the goalkeeper. Very cool finish to the left-hand side corner. Great work. Yeah, there you go. Long ball from Manor. Yeah, it was Nikki Small. Why am I not surprised? Nikki Small everywhere. She's supposed to be on the right-hand side. She's on the left-hand side this time. Long ball gets held up by Okoronkwo, plays it to Small. Small plays it through to Okoronkwo, and sweet finish. So great work there. Gives me a chance to update the score. Toronto, I think that was coming. That was definitely coming for based on how the game was going till this point. I guess 27 minutes. Okoronkwo. This is a lot more of what I would expect from Toronto. Nikki Small again is the creator here. A lot of credit for her to be moving around so much, which probably doesn't help the defenders for Calgary who are trying to mark her on one side. So huge credit to her. But yeah, Okoronkwo, great finish. Let me just update the board here. Okoronkwo with the goal and Small with the assist. Okay, this is probably going to open up the game here a little bit because now Calgary really need to do something about it. So, if just for everyone's reference, I made a prediction on Reddit that this game is going to be 1-1. Let's see. Let's see. Uh, let's see. Today is going to be uh, an anomaly, and I get my prediction right because usually I don't. So, come on, Calgary, do better. You can do this. Yeah, yeah. Okoronkwo has been looking definitely dangerous. What what helped is Okoronkwo got that ball, but she was much deeper. She wasn't doing that thing where she would play, you know, a typical nine. She was playing more like a Harry Kane nine who was coming a little deeper so that Manor can play that ball directly into her. And then she could hold up the ball for Small, who can then pass it on and make that run. So yeah, I mean that's a much more effective number nine play than just kind of being at the top of the box there and waiting for things to come to her. So I think if the more she does that, it gets Small involved more. It gets Hunter involved more because then they can make those runs from either side of her if she can do a lot more hold up play. So yeah. Um, I like that Toronto is pressing. As soon as the ball comes to their half, they are being very aggressive with the pressing. Their defense is stepping up. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's what I missed last time too. Like, I really thought that Okoronkwo wasn't being fed enough, and I'm glad to see that she is actually trying to fall deeper, get that ball, hold it up, and let the others make the run around her, and then once they can make that run, she can always run back into the box and score. Right. So great, great work. Good call there, Yam. I mean, that's exactly what I hope their team talk would have been as well. All right, Toronto's playing out from the back again. We have Heiji. Heiji has been pretty solid relatively to the other defenders, I would say, till this point. The 3 games I've seen her. Um, but yeah, the problem with Toronto's defense has been that gap. So this time Regan is dropping back quite a bit, which I'm very glad because that's helping the 3 defenders a lot. Ooh, it's a hard foul again by Small. I wonder if she's gonna get a card. Yeah, yeah, exactly. She has been. I wonder if she's gonna even make it to the whole game. How much, given how much she's running across, all around, everywhere I see it, Small. Uh, you know, so I good for her, but yeah, I mean, I hope she's pacing herself. Um, and also in terms of the tackles, I hope she's pacing herself because she's going to get a card very quickly. If not, the other thing I was thinking about, the just as a general comment, was this is the first game that's not on TV, which is very unfortunate. Though then someone mentioned that the Maple Leafs are playing at the exact same time. So probably that's why I want to say I did not think of it at the time. The first time I read about the no TV thing. But yeah, I really hope over time. I mean, it's the first season, so it's probably hard to expect a lot more. But over time, I really want these games to be on weekends on prime, like close to prime time. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It is on YouTube, which is good, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of people um get too lazy when it's on streaming. Um, I don't know, different demographics. I can easily think of my my parents' generation. They would rather watch the TV than maybe stream it, probably because they don't even know it's on YouTube. Um, and that's where we come in. We do our best to kind of inform people, but uh, TV is still somewhat relevant, even though I don't have one myself. Um, hey, we're still kind of in that twilight zone of technology. Yeah, they are on NSL. It's I hopefully the Reddit thread that I've created, people have found the link to that, and everyone's watching it. Maybe listening to what I'm ranting as well. But anyways, Barnett's got a corner. She puts it in. Good work. Good work by Bukovac. She was uh, very aggressive and went up for the ball. That's very important because I did see last couple of games she was a little bit tentative, and that can always create a problem for the defenders. This time she was way more, uh, you know, um, specific and very decisive, which is good to see. Speaking of Reddit and the thread, I do owe everyone an update of the match. So let me just put a small update here on Reddit saying 27 minutes. Toronto scores through Okoronkwo. So yeah, hopefully people have found that link to the YouTube live. Very glad that um, NSL is doing that. But on that topic, I was looking through the other games, future weeks, and there are quite a few games that are not on streaming. It happened last week when I did the stream for Calgary again. Actually, Calgary was the one last week. They were playing the Tides, and they did not have streaming available. So I did that. I did the live stream kind of mainly for that, and skipped the Roses game. Um, and I noticed that going forward, there are a few more games, quite a few more games that don't have streaming at all. So yeah, that's another thing I really would love to see change, because uh, not having TV, um, TV stream is one thing, but not having streaming at all is just not. I don't think that's acceptable at all in today's times. So let's hope that they'll change that. It is a different topic though, because I've been following NWSL for quite a long time, and I've seen it evolve from free streams to, if you're in the U.S. now, you can't really stream for free. You have to pay for the TV right, TV subscription. If you're in Canada, you can because it's an NWSL Plus, but not in the U.S. So I do worry that at some point NSL games will also be behind a subscription, um, but that's for another day. Anyways, Toronto working out from their right hand side again. They've got a corner, so we'll see what they can do this time. Barnett, guess who? Barnett's been amazing as a set piece taker. She's very good with both her crosses. I mean, that's what she does on the left hand side, anyways. But I'm always impressed with how good her crosses are from wherever, whichever side of the field that she takes it from. So there you go, Barnett once again puts the ball in. Very loopy ball. Oof. Gets ping ponged a little bit, but then gets cleared away. Soto is all the way back there. But then Toronto puts it back again. I like how Toronto is playing a lot more direct. They're not they're not worried about going direct. They're not always building from the back, which I feel these days a lot of teams get stuck up with. Even if your defense is not good, you'll still try to play from defense, kind of built from the back. So I am glad to see that Toronto is taking that chance of playing direct. That's it's a ball through, but yeah, that was an offside for Calgary. I think it was Thurton. Yeah, Thurton played that, tried to make a run there, but it was a little too late from Storty to play the ball through for Thurton, and yeah, it's offside. This is exactly what I feel Calgary's missing. Time and again, that last ball has been missing. Johnson has been played in. She's missed the last ball a few times. That's pretty much what their offense. That last ball has been woefully missing. But yeah, so let's hope that we get more wider um, coverage for the games. But this week is good. This week is a good week because we have all the games on YouTube. So anyone listening, or if any of your friends are interested in the games, please tell them to go to the NSL YouTube page, and it's all in the live section. So this week is very, um, very good week. All right, so we still got Calgary kind of building in from outside the box. Darty Howard gets the ball outside the box, but gets that's it's called for a foul. I did not think that was a foul. It was right on the top of the box there. That did not look like a foul. Let's see. Darty Howard tries to dribble past. Yeah, that was more Dougherty Howard going in for a slide tackle, or like a slide, trying to slide and win the ball. But I don't know why it was a foul. But Doherty Howard gets the free kick there. Good location, good place for Doherty Howard. I would say she's got a good range from there. So we'll see how that kind of goes through. All right, Doherty Howard. Oh, good work from the ball, and Okaranko clears it. Very good work from the wall, right onto the wall. I mean, uh, Doherty Howard did try to loop it out over the wall, but the wall jumped, and that was um, very good from Doherty Howard. All right, Calgary has the ball on the right hand side. Storty is trying to make something happen. Over to Stewart, I think. Yep, there you go. Good ball to Johnson. Callie Johnson gets the ball, but once again, she has that last. She just takes a shot from a very tight angle on the left hand side. She has she has to do a lot better. She has been very impatient, I would say, with the way she took the ball. She's taking the ball and playing with it. I mean, she can definitely take a lot more time and maybe find a pass instead of just trying to take a shot from a very tight angle. But we'll see. I mean, she needs to be better at that. And that's pretty much been the story for Calgary of the half. They've been very good trying to create those chances from the left hand side, getting Callie Johnson open and giving her space to run in. But it's the last pass has been lacking. That's where the difference has been. And Toronto definitely deserved the lead till this point. Toronto gets the ball in the half. Reagan playing it back and just taking it slow, just slowing the game down a little bit. Castro tries to bring it up, but decides not to. Plays it back, all the way back to Manor, and then Manor does not help herself at all with a wayward pass, but then Toronto gets it back. And still in the midfield, it kind of goes out. Ollie Green plays it up to Callie Johnson. Savitsky with the ball. in midfield. And then tries to make a through ball for Doherty Howard, but doesn't go anywhere and goes in for a goal kick. So, yeah, it's kind of the game's kind of limbering on to a halftime at this point. Calgary really are not able to find that final pass. I really don't think that's going to change this half unless there's something strange or something surprising happens. So I don't. I would not. I would not expect Calgary to be scoring. Uh, well, almost kind of jinxed it, but it was a through ball, but it was again their last pass wasn't good. Manor came in and collected it. Uh, but that's been the story. I mean, they're able to play some good balls in either for Kylie Johnson or for um, Griffith, but they are just not able to have quality on those final balls. Once again, Thurton comes in, makes a run, and doesn't have that final product. So this has been a trend at this point, and they have to really change that. And this goes back to what I was saying. The last game, even though they scored 4 goals, 3 of them were from set plays. So this is not something that they're struggling this game. Even last game, they were struggling to create something from open play. So if I am a Wild supporter, or I am, ooh, Reagan makes a run there on the left hand side, though the cross doesn't go anywhere. But yeah, if I am a Wild supporter, or I'm the coach for Wild, my concern is that open play efficiency, and how can I make sure that my last product, the final product of if it's a pass or a cross or a shot, is a lot better than it has been. Okay, let's see. They've got a corner this time on the left hand side, and this time it's been taken by Emma Regan. So let's see what they can do. Toronto, another loopy ball. Okoronkwo is underneath it, but good defense, and gets headed away for another corner. This time on the other side of the field. So I'm guessing it's Barnett who's going to take it. Yeah, I mean, it's as sure as the sun rising the next morning. Who's going to take a corner for Toronto? Barnett. So it's interesting to see what she can do this time. Once again, she is on the ball. I like her. She has like this swing that she does before she takes it. So I don't know if that's like a training ground routine or something, but it's funny to watch. Bukovic comes in, collects it again, very decisive. Good to see that, and then clears the ball or boots it up, trying to press the Toronto defense, um, but Toronto do a good job of keeping the ball. So Tobe tries to put the ball up back again, and another direct ball. Okoronkwo once again comes deeper, tries to play it up for Barnett, but no luck. Or no, for Hunter actually, but no luck. Um, Ashuri has the ball. Yeah, I am very intrigued by the fact that Ashuri is in the lineup, but Katembo isn't. Ashuri was, at least in my book, was not as efficient as Katembo was. Katembo was really good in the first game when they played the Roses. I was very worried that the chances Katembo was creating, but then she keeps getting subbed out. But Ashuri has been playing quite a bit. I don't know what uh, if she has a if she has a reputation that's helping her keep going, but I really haven't seen it on the field. Anyways, I think it's Barnett with Toronto on the right hand side. She's been working the ball across on that right hand side, but the whistle goes and it's halftime. So as I was saying, it's kind of limbered on the game towards the end there, towards the halftime. Really didn't produce anything of quality, and that goes primarily for Calgary. Their offense quality needs to drastically improve. All three, I think Kylie Johnson was the pick of the lot. She definitely got a lot more space, and she made some runs which helped her get that space. So good, good work on that. But including her, the other three, Griffith, Thurton, the other two, Griffith and Thurton and Johnson, they've all lacked the final product, if either the cross or the goal, or a shot, or a pass. It's always been lacking on all three of them. So that's really where I think Calgary need to improve drastically. And it's not, I wouldn't say it's because of Toronto being a lot more disciplined on defense. They have been better than last two games, primarily because Emma Regan has been dropping back a lot more, so it gives them a lot more support. But they need to do a lot better, Calgary. Great work on Toronto's goal, by the way. I think, as Yam was also mentioning in the chat, um, Hunter, Nikhila Small, I think is the star of the half. I would say for Toronto, that's she's been working on that right hand side. She's been creating a lot of chances, and the goal is also set up by her. Partly also because of the good work by Okoronkwo. But yeah, those two helped a lot with Toronto being a lot more dangerous. But overall, I think even Toronto, I would like to see more from Pickett. I'd like to see more from Ashuri, especially, and also a little bit more from Hunter. I don't think I saw a lot of Hunter on the ball, so would love to see her doing a lot better. Uh, Partly just because I think the defenders of Calgary, Moore and Rolsma, are very very good. So I'm not super surprised that Hunter is quiet, um, but I think it needs to it needs to change for Toronto. Anyways, I think it's halftime. I want to just do a couple more things here before we start back up. I do want to talk about the Roses, which I think um, I've been waiting to talk about. But just before that, I want to just update the Reddit thread to make sure. Okay, I think it's updated. There isn't much left. There has been no substitutions, so the lineups are still the same. Um, okay, so yeah, I wanted to just talk about the Roses game on Saturday. Sorry, Sunday. Very impressed by the offense specifically. I knew that the defense for Roses was going to be very strong. Um, they were incredible in the first game, and that the midfield of Hess and Bilbao were amazing. I think they were the best two midfield pivots that I saw that weekend. And then Lias and Capadona. Those four were forming a really good wall, which basically meant that most of the attacks had to go through the outside, and Toronto struggled with it, and so did Rise. And I was very glad that um, the coach, I keep messing up his last name, Robert Robilou, I think. I need to get that right. But yeah, I was very, very impressed by how he's been able to keep that core strong. So I wasn't surprised by that, to be honest, last week. What I was surprised by was the attack with Abdu and Boychuk and Paquin doing so much better than the week before. The week before, we got lucky. Roses, that like early goal was not our creation. It was Katembo messing it up with a back pass to us. Again, I'm not complaining. Um, but it was really not. We can't take credit for that. We can take credit that Boychuk finished it, but was not, our creation. But this week, oh my God, that goal from Abdu was absolute peach, absolute work of art. I'm not surprised it was like number three or something in that league wide or across women's soccer for the week. The best three goals, top three goals, I think. easily. Great finish. The curve on the ball. I think there was a really good angle if you watch it on highlights. The curve on that ball was just top class. So and that made me happy in the sense that Abdu was very good in the first game. They couldn't get her in as much as I really wanted them to, and she got subbed out like it's 50 or 60 minutes in, which I was very surprised and confused by. So good to see her in good form. Boychuk being able to link up with her, being able to play her in, and then Pakena as well. Very good to see that. And I think, yeah, even Sauve did a pretty good job overall as well. So, very happy in general, especially given that it came against the Rise. Uh, I was not super confident going into it, probably because it's early in the season. Nobody knows really. Let's be honest. Anybody who says they know that their team's gonna win probably is a little too confident. Nothing wrong with being confident. I think it's great. I'm a little overconfident most of the time, so there's nothing wrong with it. It's just very early. Yeah, we not none of us really know how things are going to pan out to be. There's no track record. Maybe even like even in NWSL, a bit of a track record. You can tell, but here it's early days. So in that sense, very happy that they beat Rise. We're top of the league. I say top of the league because I might not get to say this again. Who knows? So top of the league we are. Enough of that. I don't think anyone from the Roses are listening today, so I'm gonna stop ranting about my Roses. Alele Roses though. But for now, let's get back to the game. I think for the second half, I let's look at what we want to see. We want to see. I want to see more of Hunter. I really want to see more of Hunter. And I don't think it's per se her fault. She's been matched up with some of the best defenders. I think Michaela Moore is an amazing defender. She's from New Zealand, and I think she has a incredible record. I think I was going over her. She's played in 3 Olympic games and scored 4 goals for her national team. She's played more than 70 or 60 caps for New Zealand. So she's being matched up against some of the best defenders. I mean, Rolsema plays for Ireland. She played for multiple clubs. Like I think in Denmark, multiple clubs in Ireland as well. She is from actually Netherlands. So maybe Rolsema not as much experience, but more for sure. So I'm not surprised that Hunter is quiet, but I do want to see a lot more from her. Going forward. At the same time, on the other side, I want to see a lot more from. Just 1 second. It's just okay. Yeah. I want to see a lot more from all 3 of the forwards of Calgary. They need to do a lot better with their finishing. I was looking through actually I think we talked about Kylie Johnson last week when we talked during the Calgary game. She's also very experienced. Even though she's 22, she's very experienced. She's played for Sydney FC and had like almost 50 appearances. And she's also played for Australia's under-20 team and has played in like the under-20 World Cups twice or something. So Callie Johnson is not like not to be taken lightly. So I would expect more. That's why I expect more from her, because she's not someone who's a rookie, like who's very raw. She is 22, but she is experienced. So I'm really hoping to see a better finishing product from her, and so it is with Griffith as well, because Griffith actually, I'm more so with Griffith because she is from the US. Like she is from she's on loan actually from Chicago Stars. So you would expect a lot more from that experience that she brings. She's played for Chicago Stars, she's played in Australia as well. And so I really think that she needs to do better whenever she's playing in Kylie Johnson or uh, you know, or Thurton. Thurton doesn't have a lot more as much experience as maybe Griffith or even to smaller extent Johnson. So I'm not too critical about Thurton, but the other two, Griffith especially and Johnson, have to do better. They are missing uh, the impact that usually Doherty Howard has. Doherty Howard last game, it was all her. She was creating most of the most of the creative engine comes through her, and even last week she was the one who was creating those threats, which ended up in set pieces, like the free kicks. Two or three of them I remember were because of Mega Doherty Howard either playing someone through or running with the ball. So that she hasn't been as effective, and that has to do because Reagan and Pickett are much better defenders than, midfielders than Tides have. But then if she's not going to be able to be effective, Toronto can't just, put their hands up. They have to. That's when the Johnson and Griffith and Thurton have to show up and put their hands up and say, "Hey, we're gonna work harder." So that's been a challenge till this point. Um, so let's hope that it'll change. Let's hope that they'll do better. Otherwise, I think, yeah, the main story. That's what I want to see. I want to see Hunter on Toronto, and I want to see the three forwards um, from Calgary do better. I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm gonna check the Leaf score while we're at this. Ooh, Leafs are up to nothing. Yeah, it's not ideal that the Leafs are playing the Senators and at the exact same time as um, Toronto. AFC Toronto is playing. It's at home, that too. It's tough. It's tough. I really hope that they can. They'll get a better crowd or a better showing next time. Especially outdoors, it's even rough, and Leafs obviously play indoors, so it helps them. It seems like a longer half here, so I think we'll see if there's anything else that we need to wrap up with before the next half. Yeah, I'm curious what kind of subs both teams are going to make. It is going to be interesting because they already, especially Toronto, have already sat their both starting defenders, Hansen and Udenberg. I wonder if they're going to get a look in this week or if they're not going to be played at all or if it's just a rest. I don't even know if it's rest in the first place. Um, so that's what I'm looking forward to for Toronto. What kind of subs they might make with the defense. Whereas Wild did not change their team at all from last week. So it's for sure they're gonna uh, bring in Kaylee Box. Kaylee Box has been in the game all 3 week all two I mean the last 2 weeks. So she would definitely come in at some point. And then the other one that I'm pretty sure is gonna come in at some point is um, Tilly James and Christy Gray. Christy Gray especially, depending on how Wild do. If the score stands, Christy Gray is going to come up. It is interesting to see the stats here. 5 shots on target for Wild, um, 7 shots total to just Toronto's 1. But that doesn't tell the full story because those shots on target have all been those unfinished products that, as I was saying, Johnson or Griffith or uh, Thurton to some extent have been making. So it really doesn't test Manor at all. Manor has made basically zero not noteworthy saves. Almost all of them have been pretty, standard saves. So it's a matter of expected goals. Like I would say Toronto's. If you were to look at expected goals, Toronto's one shot on target and that one goal is probably has much better xG than um, Calgary has with 7 shots and 5 on target. I mean, the xG on those were probably pretty low. So it doesn't tell the story. When you look at the stats, it would seem like Calgary had a better day, but they really didn't. Again, I'm not biased in any way. I have no horse in the race here, so not that I want to. I'm trying to diss on them, but yeah. Anyways, we're back in business. We're back on back live here, and yeah. Let's see. Oh, let's see what we see from Toronto and Calgary change this half. Been talking at length at what kind of things either teams can change. Calgary needs to be a lot better in offense, and Toronto overall, I think they've been very good. They just need to get Hunter involved a lot more. So we're starting out with Toronto playing in their half, playing in their defense, trying to get out of their half. Um, so no changes at halftime. By the way, it's the same starting lineups still. So Wild tries to get the ball up a little bit towards the Toronto half, but once again, the defense has been relatively good. Small gets the ball. She starts driving, just like in the first half. Um, we have Barnett on the left hand side, but they spread the ball out to the left hand side, and Barnett carries the ball, tries to play the ball in to Hunter, but no luck. Not a bad move. Not a bad move. I think that's a good strategy to kind of spread the field out a little bit. That said, Calgary playing four in the back, and I think most of the backs don't really come up a lot for Calgary, so it is hard to kind of catch them off guard like that. Uh, yeah, I'm keeping my eye on Hunter again. I want to see how they can or how much they can get Hunter involved because she has been pretty much non-existent. Well, as I say that, Hunter gets the ball, but uh, couldn't do much with it. Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see how much Ashuri is involved as well. As I mentioned, Ashuri has been woefully under. I don't think she's underutilized. She's been inefficient a little bit. Oh, good shot from Hunter. Actually, very far out. Not a bad shot. I was deceivingly fast. Didn't look that it didn't look that good going in, but it bounced in front of the goalkeeper. And I do like that Hunter got that shot away, but actually first coming very deep and gathering the ball or collecting the ball pretty deep into the midfield and then making a drive and a shot. So that's good. She is getting the ball or getting on the ball a lot more. So there's probably some talk that must have happened that's in that direction. So we'll see. All right, Barnett's on the left hand side this time again. Oof. Toronto tries to play the ball back, but Croy Soto in defense misses the ball and lets it run out and loses the ball to Wild, which is very um, wasn't that good. Didn't look good. Um, Victoria Pickett gets the ball in the midfield. She tries to drive with it, plays a cross ball across to Okoronkwo on the right hand side. Good run by Small, but doesn't find Okoronkwo's cross in. Comes back to Okoronkwo and then gets defended out for a Toronto throw in. Not a bad play development there by Toronto. They're trying to play through the defense now. They're not doing too much direct balls. Uh, they're not. Though that said, they never struggled with it in the first place. They were doing better last in the first half as well. So promising. They're kind of started from where they left off in the first half. All right, so we got another Toronto throw in here, and it goes out once again from Calgary. So once again, another Toronto throw in. Shuri's got the ball again. I wonder if they're going to bring in Katembo at some point for Ashuri or Hunter. Oh, Small's got the ball, puts the ball in, but great defense by Michaela Moore. Steps in and plays a good ball to Griffith. Oh, no, for Tegan Stewart. But Tegan Stewart tries to pass it out to Small, and it's a very light pass, gets intercepted. That was not good. But that's when you see the age factor, because Tegan Stewart really should have taken her time on the ball. But it doesn't matter. Oh, never mind. It's a foul. It's an offside for Calgary. I was gonna say that doesn't matter because Calgary got the ball back, but it was an offside. That's a good example of the age thing, because Tegan Stewart gets the ball in deep in their midfield and then turns around and tries to make a drive towards the goal. But then halfway through, she just makes a a lateral pass, which she didn't have to make actually. She should have held up the ball so that she had more support. That's where the age factor comes in. She could have taken a little longer with that ball. But anyways, we're back on in Toronto's half. Toronto's trying to defend. Oh, sorry, Calgary's half, and Calgary's trying to defend, and Okoronkwo forces. Oh, it looked like Okoronkwo was going to force a corner, but it did not go that way. Instead, Calgary gets a throw in. I think it's Ali Green. Yeah, Ali Green making the throw here. All right, once again, Toronto gets the ball. They're able to dictate the rhythm here, Toronto, because Calgary barely has had the ball. I would say since the last since the half has begun, it's mostly Toronto either keeping the ball or making some kind of an attempt and then ending up with something. Oh, great run by Barnett. 1-2 play with the Small. Great ball in, but Bukawek comes right in time and collects it before Okoronkwo gets at the end of it. Great play there. It was a 1-2, quick 1-2 passing there between Barnett and Small, who once again goes from the right side to the left side and is everywhere. I would say she's till this point the player of the match. But that 1-2 play between the two of them, Small and Barnett, sets up Barnett on the left hand side. A cross comes in, but great work by the goalkeeper, Bukovac. All right. Meanwhile, Calgary has the ball in Toronto's half, but once again doesn't have the end product and loses it out to Regan. And Regan drives it up again, drives it up pretty efficiently, and gives it to Okoronkwo on the right-hand side. Okoronkwo is playing a lot. Oh, great goal, great goal. What a goal. What a shot. And an absolute curler from Okoronkwo. Take a bow. Take a bow. Esther Okoronkwo. Immaculate finish. As I was saying, she's been on the right hand side most of the time. Pickett, I think, picks up the ball, runs with it, and gives it to Okoronkwo, but she still has a lot to do. Makes drives in against that defender, comes a little bit above the 18-yard box, and then just curls it like like a curler, professional curler. What a finish! And that is well deserved by Toronto. That makes it 2-0 to Calgary. Um, oh, that's I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know if I want to see this Toronto against the Roses, though we might actually face each other very quickly. Oh, that was some finish by Esther Okoronkwo, and that makes it 2-0 to AFC Toronto. Yeah, I am not looking forward to this Toronto coming and playing Roses. They are starting to get confident in their game, which they woefully lacked when they played the Roses 2 weeks back. So, yeah, a lot better, a lot better. I think what happened there is Okoronkwo started playing a lot more right side. I'm seeing her playing. They've almost shifted to a 4-4-2, or rather, yeah, I mean 3-5-2 even, because Okoronkwo has been playing almost like she's been hugging that right touch line, which helped her get the ball with a lot of space. And then, as I was saying earlier, she is very good when she's one on one, and that's what she was. She got one on one, ran ran up against that defender, and the defender, I think it was Green, should have done a lot better than just you know retreating back. She kept retreating back, and once you give her that much space, Karanko is able to cut in and take a shot. And now we know what kind of shot she can take. So just amazing. This is what we need to do to see from Okoronkwo. A lot more, lot more driving runs into the box from the right. She's done that once or twice, I've seen in the last game as well, and that's exactly what they need from her. I wonder though how they're kind of playing um, um, Hunter and Small, because Small is all over the place. So I don't even think they're playing a regular 3-4-3 anymore, because Small is all over the place. So I wonder where exactly um, where exactly. Oh my God, Bukovac comes out all the way outside of her goal, trying to trying to tackle or trying to play against Okoronkwo there. That was risky. Anyways, Okoronkwo once again on the right-hand side touchline, hugging it almost, and trying to really mess up the Calgary defense. Calgary defense really is confused as to what Okoronkwo is doing, because the top two, Hunter and Okoronkwo, are playing so far wide apart, and it's almost like a 3-5-2 at this point, which is completely opened up the Calgary defense, because they're not really sure how to tackle the threat of Okoronkwo running against them. Meanwhile, Calgary finally managed to play a through ball to Thurton, but that's offside. Man, yeah, I mean that's a very key change in strategy that I wonder how Calgary is going to react to. I mean, it's too late already to reacting, because they're already one goal down, or one more goal down, so it's 2-0. But they need to come up with an answer to this, because otherwise they're gonna find themselves in more trouble. So we'll see. Well, let me go update the Reddit thread here very quickly before Toronto creates more mayhem for me to handle. So it's 57 minutes. Okoronkwo. Toronto doubles the lead through Okoronkwo again. Okoronkwo again on the right-hand side touchline there. She's pretty much just, rented that space at this point. Might even be living rent-free there, because no one's really uh, doing anything about it. There's no landlord asking her to move out. She's just enjoying her time on that right touchline, which is very interesting. I think it's a pretty smart observation from Mark Malinovich there to see uh, what Calgary was doing with their four defender formation, and it's, kind of exploit that their inability to face driving runs at them. That's pretty much what's happening right now. So let's see how Calgary responds. But in the meantime, just updated the score there on Reddit. It's 2-0 to Toronto. I mean, this was definitely needed. Toronto really needed this. Let's be honest. I mean, it's obviously, as a Toronto fan, it's good to see them confident, and this is going to bode well if they can keep this up. But if they had not done this, it would have been a terrible result if they had lost this game or even tied this game. So Toronto really badly needed this. Wild, obviously, it's going to hurt the Wild, but they're gonna be fine. They're not gonna get super disappointed. Uh, I mean, we are still early. It's only 60 minutes, so it's still early to say. Who knows? I mean, I'll probably say that it's not gonna hurt, but might end up 5-0, and I might look like an idiot, which I am, but still, um, it's not the worst for Calgary, but it's so much more for Toronto, given how they started. So good on them. Happy for them that they're turning it around. Can't wait for all the Toronto fans on the Reddit tomorrow. Oh, maybe I should take a day off and not look at Reddit tomorrow, because it's gonna be unbearable. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Toronto does. It was right from the beginning. I would say in the first half too. It, it it's it was very clear. Oh, Okoronkwo gets the ball again. Hold on to that thought for a sec here, because Barnett's on the left hand side, and she's making a run again. Oh, she takes a shot and off the crossbar. What a shot, man! They're really, taking their chances. It's like, why not? We're just gonna find out. And oh, that was audacious, and just missed the goal, and flies off the crossbar. Great, great shot. I mean, I'm not surprised. That's Barnett, and it's her left foot. There's nothing lesser that I would expect from Barnett. Okay, so we got some subs here. Savitsky goes out for Robertson, Janai Robertson, and let me write it down so that I can update it. And then there's one more sub, I think, that happened. Thurton comes out. So Savitsky, and I didn't catch who Thurton came out for. Robertson came out the other week as well. I think it was the first game where she subbed in. I don't remember her coming in last game. So we'll see who comes in for who for Thurton. In the meantime, I'm going to change uh, the pitch map here to update. So Savitsky goes out. We have Thurton comes in. Oh, sorry. Janiyah Robertson comes in. Thurton comes out for Bulks. I think this is what we expected. Kaylee Bulks has been playing both weeks now. So Thurton goes out and Bulks comes in. That's a like for like change. Bulks pretty much plays the same, right wing position that Thurton has been playing. So that's a like for like change. But Robertson, I think this is the first game. This is the second game she's playing. She's in midfield. And I want to see exactly what kind of position she occupies, because Savitsky has been playing a little bit of both. Like, she's been shuttling between center, attacking mid and defensive mid, helping out Doherty Howard when Tegan Stewart goes up. So Janiyah Robertson probably might do the same, but we'll see. Yeah, I do see Janiyah Robertson pretty much playing a single pivot now. Um, Alongside Doherty Howard. And Ali Green. Oh, Ali Green loses the ball to Small, and there's a lot of space for Ashuri. Ashuri needs to put this ball in straight to Hunter, but I want to say she fluffed her shot. I would love to see a replay of that and see what exactly happened because she pretty much ended up on the mat by the end of it, but didn't go anywhere. Shuri puts the ball in. Hunter, yeah, she it was a combination of two things. Hunter didn't do a good job of catching that ball flush, and then Michaela Moore did a great job of positioning in defense and did not help Hunter in any sense. So not entirely Hunter's fault, but still she could have maybe made done a little better. I'm sure she'll be better as she ages a little bit more than 17. Keep saying that. It's insane that what she's able to do at that age. Anyways, so we're back in play here with Calgary. They're playing through the defense, so we'll see how this. I'm gonna put the subs a little better so that people can see exactly who is who. All right, great. So yeah, Robertson. I think Robertson is playing pretty much the role of this single pivot, as you can see here. Robertson is basically holding it down with. So really, what's going on is Megan Doherty Howard and Robertson. I'm trying. For anyone who's watching. I mean, they're basically uh, playing a double pivot in front of Tegan Stewart. So it's the actual formation is like this really, uh, and then Tegan Stewart gets to help the three above her, but with Boakes, Griffith, and Kali Johnson. But that's also where they're struggling. They really need more cohesion between those four. Griffith is the most experienced, and after that it's Kali Johnson. Stewart is super young. Kelly Bulks is not as young. She's definitely some. We'll talk about her in a bit. But those, it's not as as dangerous as you need it to be, and that's where Calgary has struggled mightily. We haven't seen we've seen some shots, but the XG on them are terrible. So, and that's where this game has been. That's where this game has been decided where when Toronto has been amazing on their finishing, Calgary has been woeful with their passing in the third, in the final third, with their crossing in the final third, and as I speak, maybe that's what the coach is telling Kali Johnson because she's on the sideline, as the Wild prepare to take a free kick from about 40 from the 40-yard line. Doherty Howard puts the ball in. It's headed down. It's still in the box, but it's going to get cleared by Toronto. Good defense. Ali Green tries to win it again, but no luck. Yeah, so that's where really the difference has been. Stewart, Boakes, Griffith, and Callie Johnson. Their top four needs a lot of work, and it all falls down to Megan Doherty Howard, who is very capable, but she is also playing very deep. It's hard for her to do everything, obviously, and so it's hard to expect her to be everywhere. It reminds me of Kaylee Box. I think, yeah, she's from Ireland. Kaylee Box. Um, she has some experience uh, playing Treaty United in Treaty. She played for Treaty United FC before this, but she's I would say she's relatively young. I mean, young is a very relative term these days because we have players like Hunter was like 17 years old and playing, starting. So Kaylee Box is 24, so definitely not young as compared to Hunter, but very young compared to, uh, you know, for a professional. She's still young. She has a lot of years left, prime years left. Um, yeah, small. I think I said this before as well. Small is the player of the match. She easily is the player of the match. Okoronkwo is close. Okoronkwo has been very. I mean, obviously the two goals you would want to give on paper. Okoronkwo gets the player of the match, but man, Small is everywhere. She has covered. I would love to see her pitch map and like the heat map that the ground she's covered. Great work. Yeah, for me, Small is the player of the match. Anyways, Hunter's got the ball deep in midfield. She's driving through and played in Small on the right hand side, a little too deep. The ball comes in. Okaronko is at the end of it, but doesn't get to her and gets headed out. Um, Still, the danger's not clear. Oh yeah, it is clear now. Almost looked for a minute there that Toronto would get the ball back. But once again, good attacking play from Hunter, collecting the ball very deep and going all the way. Yeah, yeah. Small for me is the player of the match, and yeah, I think Soto. I do like that approach that was missing last two games. There was, I mean, the ability of the defense to be able to play those through balls is so key. Though that said, I think the goal that Toronto had last week was also hardly, well, it was not played by defense. It was played by Kizaki, but very from a very deep position. Hunter got played in, so it's there. It's there in their DNA. I can see that. But yeah, Soto has made a difference. She has definitely been able to play some incisive passes. She's not afraid to step up. I mean, multiple times I've seen her near the midfield when the ball is. Uh, oh yeah, I didn't actually notice that. I think it's Akaranko who got booked. Uh, Wonder what happened there. Akaranko got a yellow card. All right, we'll get back to that. I'm sure they're going to show it to us. And meanwhile, Calgary's got the ball back. Oof. Oh, small. Small's going to get booked, isn't she? No? Okay. Small's living dangerously here. But good for her. She's not got booked again, but it's a foul nevertheless. So I don't know how that was. She didn't get a card yet because she's at least had 3 or 4 fouls, Small. But anyways, Soto fouls now. Soto fouls Griffith. Um, well, I don't think it's a switch they can turn off. Yeah, it's they are. I think that's their like. Especially I've seen Soto and Small. Both are very aggressive, naturally aggressive players, and it works in their favor a lot of times. Meanwhile, Dirty Howard gets a free kick, puts it in, looping ball, gets the header, gets to more. Oh, what a save by Manor! Oh, that was That was close range, point blank from Manor. Manor gets Moore gets the final touch. It was a header, and oh, that's very good positioning by Manor to tackle with that. That's your keeper. Yes, great positioning. Positioning, 100%. Yeah, 100% points for the positioning on that for Manor. Great ball in. Oh, I thought it was curving in. It was a corner from Calgary, but it then get whistled off. because someone got fouled. I think Griffith got pushed. That's what she's saying. um I love Pickett's expression. It was like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. Uh but anyways, it's back out. It's the thing is Rolsma taking the corner. She has some leg on her, so we'll see how this goes. Again, the ball gets taken this time for real. Again, it finds a Calgary head, but this time it gets cleared away very well, really well. I think it's Hunter who clears it of all people. Uh, yeah, great. By the way, one more shout out to Manor there. Great positioning. I was all positioning because that was point blank from Michaela Moore. And once again, it's a set piece. Calgary only can create good chances from set pieces. I hate to admit that, and hate to say that, but yeah, I mean, they need to do better. Yeah, Ashuri. I would say though, I do want her to be a lot more involved. She was involved. She's definitely of the 3 games I've seen her play. This was the best of the lot, but I still don't think she's the first choice in that position. After seeing Katembo, because she played pretty much the right wing technically, and after seeing Katembo and after what Small is able to do from that position as well, she sometimes has a tendency to disappear. So, but again, of the 3 games, uh, this was the best of the lot for sure. So she gets replaced by Kizaki. I Kizaki is pretty much like a super sub at this point. She's come in all 3 games in the last 10 minutes, so we'll see what she can do. So let me just update. Okay, so we have Ashuri out. Oop, the whole thing there. Oh wait, really? I didn't see that. I was updating the subs here. Another card? Yeah. Hiji gets a card. Oh Lord, yeah. Well, I mean, it is a little bit part of the game management, but they could do better with being. I guess the positioning is what's costing them all these cards. They're a little late to the tackles. Um, I'm surprised that Small hasn't gotten a card yet. But we'll see. At this rate, she definitely would. Not that you're gonna be happy about it, yeah, but yeah, let's see. Okay, so we're back in regular play. I don't want to forget to update the subs here. So Ashuri goes out. I think it's if I remember it right, Kizaki comes in. Yep, Kizaki comes in. Okay, Okaranko's got the ball, but this time she's all by herself, so can't do much. And it goes back out to the defense for Toronto, and I think that's what they need to do. I think as Yam's pointing out to that too, they need to do a lot better, Toronto, with game management. They need to try to keep the ball, try to play it through, and be very careful with how they place, how they pass forward. They don't need to pass forward as often as they were before, uh, because if you're gonna do that, you're gonna end up losing the ball, and then you're gonna end up having to defend and end up being late to tackles and conceding cards. So game management at this point is critical, and one of the ways, a good way to do it, is keep the ball. But right now, Calgary has the ball, and Green has the ball, and Johnson gets the ball on the edge of the box, left inside, and good defense, gets headed away, but it's still in the box. Oh, that's a handball. That could be oh, it looked like a handball on Soto, but oh, I'd love to see that again. Love to see that again. No, yeah, exactly. That looked like a handball. They're not reviewing it. Okay. Well, I guess Everyone's a Toronto fan tonight. Uh, Good play though. That was very good play. But really, Toronto, they need to be a lot better with game management. They need to keep the ball instead of losing it in their own half. They've done it a few times now. There's a good chance they might end up on 2-1. So, oh, okay. Toronto's won the ball back. Regan, Catro, and once again to lose it. Oh, this is frustrating for Toronto. No, yeah, I think they're. I Oh, was it NWSL maybe? Because I I I want I want to say there was a game where I thought there was a VAR decision. I might be just completely imagining this because it must have been some in NWSL because I do remember watching something like that. I need to check up on that. Oh, that's a terrible foul from Michaela Moore on the edge of the box from Calgary, and I think it's on Hunter. Good cross from Michaela Small. Yeah, it's on Hunter, and yeah, a little too late by Moore. Moore is pretty good usually, but that was not good. It is a free kick. Good position for Barnett. I wonder if it's Barnett. Wonder who's going to take it. Barnett or Pickett? Maya Jones. Where's Maya Jones when you need her? Where is she? To be honest, I haven't seen her. I, I'm surprised that I haven't seen her till now. I don't know. I don't have any updates on her. I don't know if you know, yeah, where she is, why we haven't seen her yet. In the meantime, I think it is Hunter. Is it Hunter? No, it's Barnett. Of course, it's Barnett. Of course. How could I? How could I even question that? Let's go, Barnett. Let's see what you got. Let's see that left foot. Oh, it's on the wall. Off the wall, but another attempt, but that's way over the goal. All right, we got another sub. We got Danielle Steer coming in for Griffith this time. So Steer comes in for Griffith. That's another thing I've noticed that Toronto do. Like they don't do a lot of subs. Uh it's been like I think on both the games that I've seen, they probably do like 2 or 3 subs max, like 3 subs max, even though they can do 5. Um, okay, yeah, Griffith goes for Steer. So we have Ashuri out. Oh, once again, let me just go back here. Ashuri out and Kazaki in, and then we have the other one. If I remember it right, Steer goes in for Griffith. Okay, Steer comes in. Good work. So we have 3 subs for Calgary and one sub. One sub for Toronto. That is interesting. Let me just check if that's correct. There's a bit of a stoppage in play there right now, so we'll just go check if I got that right. That's only one sub yet for Toronto. It's again very interesting. All right, this is better from Toronto. Just when I say this is better from Toronto, they put the ball all the way up as a long ball. They don't need to do that. They need to stop doing long balls now. It's good that they were doing that before to Okoronkwo, which is great for attacking, but now all it does is just gives the ball right back to Calgary, and it just makes things a lot more unnecessarily difficult for themselves. Oof, Rolfsma's writhing in pain. Hope she's okay. Um, yeah. So, oh, Tegan Stewart is also out. I didn't realize that. And Madison Wilson came in. Okay, so I need to update that. I didn't see Tegan Stewart going out for Calgary. So Tegan Stewart goes out and Wilson comes in. Wilson is number 14. Okay. Oh, Toronto living dangerously again. But yeah, I think this is where they need to work on Toronto. They need to work on their game management. They need to know how to close out games because if this was Roses, not to be biased, it can cost them a lot more. Could have cost them a lot more. The reason it's not costing them today is Calgary is really struggling with their offense. Calgary are good with their set pieces. Every time they get a set piece, they are pretty dangerous, which is what we saw last week too. And we saw how much they struggled the week before against the Rise. So they are not good in open play. Whereas now again, Calgary's got a set piece. It goes in and it's a goal. I feel like I should just uh, get a lottery or something because it's my lucky day. Just as I predicted, Calgary gets a free kick. Doherty Howard puts it in, and I think it is who gets the head here. Oh, that must be that must hurt as a as a Toronto fan. I mean, that's just not that was not necessary by Toronto. Toronto really brought it onto themselves by terrible game management. It was Michaela Moore who got the goal, and that's really not something that was really necessary from Toronto's point of view. That was bad game management, gave them a set piece, and once again, man, Calgary must do something right in their set piece training because they have scored once again. I don't know what they do in their set pieces. I blame myself too, Yam. I literally was saying that they need to they need to do better with their game management, and also Calgary is only good in their set pieces, and exactly that what they did. I hope I have the streak when the Roses play Toronto as well, Yam, so that I can predict some goals for us. But anyways, for now, I think Ali Green's gone out for Keelan Stewart. Uh, and Barnett's got a corner for Toronto. So we'll see what they can do. Plays it short, the corner. I think it's Barnett still. Oh, that's terrible. Terrible from Toronto. Barnett just plays it plays it out like just back passes it out of the play. Uh, they need to do a lot better with keeping the ball at this stage of the game. And once again, Calgary has the ball. They play it out on the wings. It's Callie Johnson who gets the ball, but doesn't do anything with it with the cross. So that's a relief for um, Toronto. But they really need to once again lost the ball. Toronto. And then now it's Rolsma who has the ball. She takes a shot. Oh, that was audacious. That really needed some saving. I think it was Rolfsma. Oh no. That was Robertson actually. Janiyah Robertson. She takes a shot from almost Oh, it's almost like midway point, like almost 40 yards out, and that was pretty good. Um, all right, now we got a corner off of that for Calgary. Puts the ball in, but gets headed away. Oh, great work by Soto there, and she clears it out. But Bukowek, look at Bukowek. She's like almost in Vancouver with that. She's so far away from her goal. Um, Very bold. All right, Keelan Stewart has come in as I was updating for Ali Green. So all 5 subs taken by uh, the Wild. We've got 4 extra minutes, and let's see what they can do with this. As I want to just check. Yeah, Green came in for Stewart. Yeah, I think Toronto still only made 1 sub, which is very interesting. Like I mean, I don't know what to make of that. I mean, that's another thing that I would have probably done something about. They can't. Why are you only making 1 sub? Take out Small and put in, I don't know, put in Ottenberg, put in an extra defender. And as I say that, Hunter comes out. Hunter comes out for. Let's see who she comes out for. As I say that, absolutely am. Thanks so much for being a part of the fun as well. You made it just as fun for me as well. So thank you. I'll definitely see you next time. I think I might do the Monday night one for the Rise, but if not, I'll see you next week for sure. Um, yeah, Hunter goes out for, I don't know who is um who she came out for. I didn't catch that, but we'll see. Um, So that's the only other sub they've made, which is very interesting. Um, yeah, Katembo's coming in, so it'll be interesting to see. All right, so we got um, about 2 minutes left, and we have Calgary still has the ball. Toronto's done a pretty terrible job at managing the game here towards the end, which has cost them a goal here. And if they don't do well enough, again, Calgary still has the ball in the box of Toronto, comes out to the right. Oh, the ball is still in the box. It could be a shot. It falls inside. It's a handball. It could be a very. Oh, how is that not a handball? Oh my God, that has to be a handball. But there's a foul in the. There's a player down in the box. I think it's Soto who's down. Um, Doherty Howard. It is. Yeah, it's a. No, it was clearly a handball. I don't know. Oh my God, I can't believe there's no war or VAR um, in you know. Oh, that must hurt because they. I think NSL really needs to get VAR in because that's the second time we've had a contentious handball there or potential handball. Anyways, Calgary gets the ball back. Um, it's Keelan Stewart on the left hand side puts a ball in. Oh, it's turned away by Calgary, and Bukovic is out, and it's Pickett. Oh, Pickett! Why didn't she take the shot? That's then it's inexplicable by Pickett. She got the ball, and Bukovic came out. She went across the goalkeeper and did not take the shot. Oh, that is just unexplainable. That's inexplicable what just happened there, because Pickett had a wide open net and she chose to just not take a shot. Anyways, Calgary just got called for a offside, and this is pretty much going to be the last kick of the game. It's 4 minutes up of the extra time, and this pretty much might be the last kick. Yeah, I don't know what happened there with Toronto. There, Pickett had a good through ball. She had a clear cut chance to score. Bukovic had come out all the way out, maybe all the way from Calgary to Vancouver, and Pickett played around her, got the open goal, and did not score. I don't know why. Only she would know. Anyways, yeah, this is the last kick pretty much now. It's played out, and referee still looking at the watch. She has a look at the watch here. It might be any minute now, but Toronto has the ball, so this probably is it. So Toronto might go out. Yes, absolutely. Game management, really. Game management has been terrible. I guess we've been saying that for the last 15 minutes here. They really made it way closer than it should have been. So, yeah, there's no doubt. And that's it. Toronto has won the game. Congratulations to all the all the AFC Toronto fans. First win of the season, first win of your history, first win at home. A lot of firsts. So enjoy the night, enjoy the victory. Absolutely deserved, very well deserved until the last 10 minutes, which, I mean, they also, I would not have been surprised if they had to go out with a draw because they almost asked for it. But in the end, they lived to, die another day and go out with a win. So congratulations. Calgary, meanwhile, I really worry about Calgary's offense. I really don't know, how they're going to get it together, except for set pieces. If the game was full of set pieces, if soccer was just 90 minutes of free kicks and corner kicks, Calgary would be top of the league, which unfortunately it's not. So they really need to figure out how to do open play stuff. If they don't, they're really going to struggle against good teams. They might beat Tides 5 times, but other teams are going to really give them a problem. So other than that, this has been really fun. It's been very entertaining to see Toronto change it up, change their defense, change their offense a little bit with Hunter coming in, change the tactics in second half, especially with wide two at the top, and really getting results for that. So amazing time. Thanks to all the viewers. Thanks, Yam, especially. Big shout out for giving me company, giving us entertainment with all your amazing comments. You have been very fun to hang out with. So I hope to see you and all the others next time as well. But for now, before I go, the next stream most likely will be Monday night for the Rise game. I am not. My team is the Roses. I'm gonna be at the Roses live on the stadium. It's our first home game, so I won't be able to stream on Sunday. Saturday, but I will be back on Sunday. So until then, have an amazing weekend. Uh, have some fun. Yeah, be good, be kind, and be you. Take care.